Hi, Sudhir from Coding Freaks. In the previous video, we saw how we can use AWS storage service S3 and how we can make that public and private, how to upload data into that. This video is an extension to that only. If you haven't watched that previous video, I would recommend go and do so. In this video, we are going to have a look at how we can maintain versions of our file. I have already logged into my AWS console since we have visited this S3 page previously, so it is showing it here in the recently visited service. Click on to S3. If it is not there, then you can search and navigate to it. I have already created one bucket again with the name of codingfreaks.org. Let's navigate into that also. This bucket is empty at this time. Let's upload one file into it, and I'll upload one file. Let's say beach.jpg. This is as previous. You have already seen that how to upload an object onto S3 bucket. Now we are going to enable version. To do so, we need to click properties. And in the first tile, this which is versioning, at this time it is disabled. Let's enable this one. To do so, click on enable versioning and click save. That's it. Versioning has been navigate back to overview tab. If you see over here that version tab is also being shown. If you click show, then we see that version ID is also there and the name of the file with the timestamp. If you hide it, the view is very much basic as it was previous. So let's keep the show enabled and let's upload one file. Prior to upload, let's have a look at the version ID of this. The file which we have uploaded prior to enabling version has null version ID. And if we are going to upload a new file, I'm just giving a different file at this time just for demo purpose. If you see over here that now it is showing one version of this file. Let's upload the previously uploaded file once again just to see what version we are going to get for that file. I'm uploading that file. Yeah, if you see over here that beach.jpg has one copy without version and one copy with version. So when maintaining version, you have to be very specific with the storage. This time the total storage which we are consuming is for 3 files, not for 2 files. If you enable versioning, then we have to be very much cautious about the storage we are going to use. If we have multiple copies of same file, we'll be requiring multiple number of storage respective to the number of files we have. Now let's hide this version for now. And I'm deleting this file beach.jpg. To do so, select the checkbox and from action hit delete. Again delete. The file from here is not shown in this, but if you show the version thing, we have 3 copies of this file now. The latest one is delete marker. When you enable versioning, you will never be able to delete the file, though the file will not be available when you hide the version, but the file is stored as delete marker. And the file does not require any storage for that. Delete marker file do not require any and has a new version associated with it. If you want to retrieve this file, then you just remove this delete marker. That's it, and the file is there. File is back into your system. So this is how we can enable versioning. Whatever file we have prior to version will not be having version, and the file post enabling version will always be having version. If we need to delete a file permanently, then we have to enable this show version, and then only we'll be able to delete a file. So let's say it is having multiple versions, we have to delete all of the versions. And say this file has only one version. If we delete this file from here, then only it will be deleted. So now all the versions of that file has been deleted. If we hide the versions, then we only have one file. That's how versioning works. Again, the same point I'm repeating, that if you enable version, you'll be requiring storage for each version of the file you're maintaining. That's all for this versioning thing. If you have any queries, please leave in the comment section below. Thank you.